डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Himanshu Patel and I am working as an assistant professor in School of Computer Science of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad, and I am your instructor for this module. In today's session, we will learn services, use of services, how to create service, how to start and stop service, what is service life cycle is, and finally we will take demonstration on how to create your own service, right. So, after studying these module, learner should be able to define service, list the uses of service, when you can use service, create start and stop service, understand service life cycle, and you can create your own service. So, let us start our discussion with what is service. In Android, a service is an application that runs in the background without any interaction with user. For example, while using an application, you may want to download some file at the some time. In this case, the code that is downloading file has no need to interact with the user. Hence, it can be run as a service. So, anything that runs in background without user interaction can be considered as a service. Service are also perfect for circumstances in which there is no need to present user interface to the user. For example, consider an application that continually logs the geographical coordinates of the device. In this case, you can write a service to do that in the background. We just need to log the geo coordinates, right. We do not need to do anything or requires input from user. So, in this case also you can implement service. You can create your own service and use them to perform background task asynchronously. To improve application responsiveness and performance, consider implementing service to handle the task outside the main application lifecycle. Any services exposed by an Android application must be registered in the Android manifest file. So, like activity, we must register service in Android manifest file. Let us understand the use of services. When you can use service? You can use services for different purposes. Generally, you use service when no input is required from the user. So, that is the first characteristics of service. Here are some circumstances in which you might want to implement or use an Android service. So, these are the few examples, right. You can have service for any other use that you find it suitable. These are just few examples. So, first use is a weather, email or social network app might implement service to routinely check for an update. So, this is the first use where user interaction is not required and it can be done in background. The second use of service is a photo or media that keeps its data in sync online might implement service to package and upload new content in the background when the device is idle. The third example is a video editing app might offload heavy processing to a queue on its service in order to avoid affecting overall system performance for non-essential tasks. So, this is third example, and finally, the fourth example, a news application might implement a service to preload content by downloading news stories in advance of when the user launches the application to improve performance. So, it is doing or fetching news in advance, so that when you open app you will get latest news. So, I hope you clear the use of services for different purposes. How to create service? To create service, you must define class that extends the service base class. Inside your service class, you have to implement 4 methods that we are just going to discuss. So, let us understand 4 service methods that you need to implement. First method you need to implement is on start command. The system calls this method when another component such as an activity requests that the service be started by calling start service. So, when you call start service to start service, it creates on start command. Once this method executes, the service is started and can run in the background indefinitely until you stop. The next method is on bind method. The system calls this method when another component want to bind with the service by calling bind service. So, when you call bind service method, this method will be called. In your implementation of this method, you must provide an interface that clients use to communicate with the service by returning an iBinder object. If you don't want to allow binding, then you should return null. So, if you don't want to do anything else, you just return null inside this method. The third method is on create. The system calls this method when the service is first created to perform one-time setup procedure before it calls either on start command or on bind. If the service is already running, this method is not called. It is only called for the first time, otherwise it is not called since service is already running. The last method is on destroy. The system calls this method when the service is no longer used and is being destroyed. These methods should be implemented to clean up any resources such as threads, registered listeners, receivers, etc. This is the last call the service receives. So, I hope you understand all these 4 methods: on start command, on bind, on create and on destroy. Now, we have understand how to create service. After creating service, you must start and stop your service, or you need to start and stop your service. You can use intent and activities to launch services using start service and bind service method. Remember, these are the 2 methods that you can use to start service. The first one is start service method and another method is bind service. A service can essentially take 2 forms. Now, what is that forms and what are the difference between 2? Let us understand. The first way to start service is start service and another way is to use bind service. Now, what are the difference if I use start service or if I use bind service? So, that we are discussing. A service is started using start service when an application component start it by calling starts. When you call bind services, a service is bound when an application component binds it to try using or by calling bind service. So, we can say using start service, service can be started, using bound service, service can be bound. In case of start service, once started, a service can run in the background indefinitely even if the component that started it is destroyed. Who can start a service? Either activity or other component. So, if even activity that starts it is destroyed, the service is running in background. A bound service runs only as long as another application component is bound to it. Multiple components can bind to the service. In case of start service, usually a started service performs a single operation and does not return a result to the caller. For example, it might download or upload file over network. When the operation is done, the service should stop itself. Now, in case of bind service, a bound service offers a client server interface that allows component to interact with the service and request, get results, and even do so across processes with inter-process communication or IPC. So, these are the differences between start service and bind service method. Let us try to understand service life cycle. Like an activity, a service has life cycle callback methods that you can implement to monitor changes in the service state and perform work at the appropriate times as we discussed earlier. Now, let us understand service life cycle through figure. The typical callback methods for service for that are created by start service and from those created by bind. So, there is a little difference when you start service using start service method or when you create service using bind service method. So, when you call start service method, then for the first time on create method of service is called, then on start command method is called, and we can say service is currently running. Now, when the service is stopped by itself for a client, its on destroy method is called and service shut down. So, this is the case of unbounded service or service started by start service method. In case of bind service method, like start service, first it calls on create method and then it creates or calls on bind method. Then clients are bound to services. All clients unbind by calling unbind service method, which is shown below, and when you unbind, the service is destroyed and on destroy method of service is called, and we can say service shut down. So, this is the case with bounded service. This is all about service life cycle. Let us try to understand the difference between activity and services. We have also learned when to use activity, when to use service, what is life cycle of activity, what is life cycle of service. So, you can easily understand now the difference between activity and services. So, first of all, an activity is the entry point for interacting with the user. A service is general purpose entry point for keeping an app running in the background for all kind of reasons. There is no user interaction involved in case of service. Activity represent single screen with user interface and service does not provide user interface or UI. Let us take example of activity. An email app might have one activity that shows a list of new emails, another activity to compose an email and another activity for reading email. So, now we take example of service. For example, service might play music in the background while the user is in a different app, or it might fetch data over the network without blocking the user interaction with an activity. And last, you implement an activity as a subclass of the activity class, and to implement service, we must extend service class. So, a service is implemented as a subclass of service. So, these are the major difference between activity and services. Now, let us sum up. In this module, we have learned about services, use of services, how to create, start and stop services. We have also discussed service life cycle and we have understand the difference between activity and services. These are the references that you can use for get better understanding of service. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you and happy learning.